welcome back to my channel, you guys. This video, I told you guys I was going to be doing it on why it took me so long to join the military. I want you guys to like forgive my little flyaways because they are annoying me and I see them and they just will not lay down, and I have a crap ton of grease on my hair and I tie my hair down every single night and they just don't want to work. So forgive that if you see it. But anyway, I'm also be getting my hair done this weekend because my sister's getting married. So I'm going to, I'm actually going to have a sew-in in, and I'm super excited about it. And I also do a hair review on that, and I'll also be showing you guys how I'll put it up for drill and how you can wear it regular Navy life, boot camp, A school, whatever you choose to do. But anyway, this video is about why it took me so long to join the military. So 50% of the problem was me and the other 50% was the recruiters, and recruiters with the S, because I had quite a few recruiters. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So I knew for a fact that I wanted to join the military my junior year of high school, which was the 2012-2013 school year. So it was one particular day I was walking in the hallways, probably just walking in the hallways because I didn't want to be in class. But I seen this flyer on one of the little poster walls or whatever, and it was from the Air Force because my school had their ROTC was Air Force. So it was one of the Air Force recruiters had put this flyer up, and it was pretty much saying like, hey, for juniors, you could join the Navy, join the Air Force today, go to your basic training in your tech school, I say a lot, sorry. You can do your basic training in your tech school right after school gets out. I'm sorry, y'all. I have this problem talking sometimes. But yeah, so you can, as soon as you get out of school, on the last day of school, you'll ship off to basic training, and then you'll do your tech school. And then once you're done with your tech school, you would come back, finish out your senior year, and then once you graduate high school and you get your diploma, then you would go to your first command. So I was like, okay, that's pretty dope. I would love to do that. So I took the flyer and I took it home to my parents, and I was like, Mom, Dad, I want to do this. And they were like, okay, whatever, go ahead. My entire family's military, like they're all veterans, so they were all for it. So they were like, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. So I emailed the recruiter that was on the flyer, and I did not get a response back for like 2 weeks. And in those 2 weeks, I was checking my emails constantly. I was making sure I emailed the right person, and then I was also calling the number that was on there, and I was not getting not one response. So one day, finally, I get an email back from him, and no, actually I emailed him again, and he emailed me back, and I actually kind of explained to him like, hey, I'm 16 years old. My parents will sign for me to, do this. But I don't turn 17 until August, and that'll be like right when we're getting ready to go back to school. So could I still do it, even if my parents, sign on the dotted lines for me, or no? And he pretty much told me no, I couldn't do it. So I was kind of bummed out, but I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm still going to do the Air Force. So I stayed up like almost all night, almost every night, just constantly watching as many Air Force videos as I could, because I wanted to be an airman. Like I was Air Force, Air Force, Air Force all day. Well, fast forward to my senior year in high school, which was the 13-14 school year. I switched schools my senior year because it was just closer to my house, and I was tired of waking up at like 3 o'clock in the morning just to get to school, and that's a long process. So it was a long story. So I got tired of waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to go to school. So I transferred to a school closer to me, and they had a Navy ROTC, and I still knew I wanted to go into the military, but at this point I didn't know if I wanted to go Air Force or Army, because I think I had started thinking about the Army. And then I also looked into the Navy too, but I was like, nah, I think Air Force is more me. So I was all pro Air Force. New school has Navy ROTC, and I remember one particular day, me and my best friend, we were at lunch, and our teacher, we had the same class, our teacher had told us we had this assignment that was due, that we had to do when we got back, and her and I realized that we didn't have a pencil or a pen, so we were like, oh crap, how do we not have no writing utensils? So there was a Navy recruiter set up in the cafeteria with a little table, and we knew she had pens, so we was like, you know what, we're gonna go talk to her for a second just to see if we could swipe some pens. So we kind of went over there, and we were just talking to the recruiter, and we're just like, yeah, the whole time my friend is just like grabbing a pen for me and her. We're like, yeah, okay, we're just kind of like BSing, asking her questions, but we didn't realize that she was doing her job really well. Like, we was asking her questions, and she was hook, line, and sinker. She was like reeling us in, and we were just like, oh my god, okay, this is actually kind of okay, we think we can do this. So she gave us some information, and she gave us her card, and she was like, hey, you guys call us. So we went back to class, and we were all excited. We were like, yeah, we're gonna go to the Navy, we're gonna be battle buddies. She was not my battle buddy. I joined the Navy. She did not join the Navy, but she did graduate college though, so I'm super proud of her. But so anyway, all throughout my senior year, I knew I wanted to join the Navy, and I was just waiting. I think I spoke to that recruiter. I went to go see her one time. She made me take a practice ASVAB test, and I didn't do so good on it, so she told me to go back, study, and then come back to her. But then at the same time, I was like, okay, I need to focus on graduating high school first, because I honestly wasn't doing so well in school because I wasn't paying attention. I was sleeping in class, and so I was just literally missing assignments, so I had to catch back up on schoolwork. But I already knew that I was going to join the Navy, and I had a few friends of mine who was like, yeah, we're going to the Navy together. We're all going to do it together. Only 2 of us went to the Navy, y'all. Out of 4, 2 of us went. So we had, so we graduate, and when we graduate, I'm like, all right, I graduated high school, that's out the way. Now it's the time for me to get focused on the Navy, for real. So I kind of started studying a little bit, but I'm not studying that much. I graduated May 2014. In August of 2014, you guys, 2 weeks after my birthday, my birthday's August 4th. 2 weeks after my birthday, I found out that I was pregnant. Oh no, yeah, I found out that I was pregnant, so that definitely put a little damper on things. I told my recruiter, actually I didn't have a recruiter at the time, I actually went back up to talk to her and to let her know the situation, but she wasn't there, so I was like, okay, whatever. So I had I was like, I knew I still wanted to do it, but I was like, I'm pregnant, I can't do anything, they're not gonna want to really deal with me. So I was like, after I have, you know, my baby, then I will put my all back into it. My son's father, we were together at the time. We recently just broke up. We've been together for like 3.5 years. We recently just broke up, but he was supposed to do it. He was supposed to go in while I was pregnant, and we were going to get married and everything. And after I had the baby, then I would join, because that way he would be able to have, you know, our son while I'm away, and then we can come back and hopefully be together. And that was the whole glamorous plan, but obviously it didn't work out that way, so whatever. So anyway, after I have my son, actually the video is actually about to cut off, so I'll kind of continue this in part 2. So I'll see you guys in a second.